All right, so what we got in the vise today is silver 1/8 ounce jig head, number 4 sickle hook. And what we're going to do is we're going to go with our shad colors. We're going to flash it up pretty good. And I think I'm going out tomorrow morning. I think I'm going to make this jig number 1 I try. So let's tie it up. We're going to make it kind of flashy. Throw a few different colors in it maybe. We're going to go with a silver and white bucktail. But I'm going to put this purple flash right in the middle of this jig. And then let all my bucktail come out from underneath. And right there's what we're going to do with our flash. And we'll get all that trimmed up here in just a second. Let's go with white bucktail on the body. We'll go a little thicker than I normally go. But we're going to give this jig a white belly, silver back, and then that red flash come out of the middle, kind of give it that bleeding effect. I've tied this jig on YouTube before. This is, if I had to pick one of my all-time favorites, this is number 2. Because I'm pretty my red chartreuse one is my favorite with the hackle feathers. But I like this one when fish are hunting shad. Like I said, we went with that white belly effect. We're going to go with this gray silver back on it. Let's go a little more gray in that one. Like I said, you can always add more. You know, always go a little bit light. Go a little light on your bucktail and add to it. And you can really do that with just about every body material that you put on. Even, you know, your rubber skirts. You can put in a couple strands. You think it needs more, add a couple more to it. We're going to get that pulled in there really tight. We're going to take it out and see what we got. Kind of turn it into a... I'll tell you what, since we got that going right there, let's go ahead and put some more gray on the other side. And it'll kind of leave that white in the middle effect. It's not really what I was going for, but we've got it that far, we might as well go for that. It didn't tie real even. I didn't tie it real even top to bottom. A little more got on the side than what I normally like to get, but we're going to make it work. We're going to strap all that down, cover all of our spots. Do a whip finish on it. Then we're going to cure it with UV resin. Pull it down kind of tight. Cut your tag end off. Get your resin ready. And I like to put my resin on. If it's got a wide neck, I'll use a brush and I'll brush it on. If it's really small, I'll use like a toothpick, kind of like a needle point. Something really sharp where I can be a little more precise with how I'm going to put it on. But we got quite a bit of room in this one, so we're going to brush all that on. Still a fan of this resin. I really like it. I honestly really like how these jigs come out. I love the fact that it's porcelain hard when you're done with it. Let's get a good cure on it. About 30 seconds is about what it takes. But it comes out really good. It ties, leaves a really secure wrap on that jig. Excuse me, it's not loose, and if you use like a clear fingernail polish on it, you can, I don't think it really matters, but you can see all your threads underneath that fingernail polish. When you get done with this, what you see right there, that's how it's going to harden. That's what it looks like. Get a good cure on it, make sure we're cured before we take it out and look at it. But if you haven't yet, I encourage you to go to Eric Massey Jig Company on Facebook. I'm going to try to start out with 500 page likes. If I get 500, get my page up to 500 likes, I'm going to give away, I think I'm up to like 24, 25 jigs right now. After that, we get to 1,000, we might do some t-shirts, maybe some hoodies, decals, and maybe a few more jigs. That's probably got us good and hard right there. But you see, got that really wet look to it. And it's not. Makes a very durable finish to your jig. All those threads in there are super secure. That's what we ended up with. Not quite as much white in there as I wanted at first. I was going for the white belly, but it's still got a good shad resemblance to it. Like I said, if you haven't yet, like, share, subscribe. Go to my Facebook page, Eric Massey Jig Company. Give my page a like. We'll figure out some kind of contest to do. Right now, that is all I got. Questions, comments, remarks, let me know. See you guys.